been taking an opportunity to introduce you to the candidates for Battle Creek City Commission. Johnny Cash, you'll see his name on the ballot coming up in, a little more than a week. And he's an at-large candidate for Battle Creek City Commissioner, and he joins us this morning. Hello, Johnny.
How you doing? Thanks
Very
for having
well.
me.
Thanks for coming today. You're a Battle Creek native, a Harper Creek grad. You're a veteran. Talk a little bit about your experience.
Well, my experience is different than most candidates because it's in the mechanical engineering area.
Okay.
And we have to have a diverse commission. There's been what I consider some mistakes made over the years because of actual commissioners not having different, I would say, mechanical experience, electrical. I could give several examples, but...
Well, we'll talk about that. So your experience has been in those areas, and you've also served on some other panels. Is that true?
That's true. I've been a planning council on Post Franklin for 12 years. I was the chair for 5. I was on the Rental Board of Appeals. I'm on the Fort Custer Cemetery Committee, which we're having a pinning ceremony
today
that I'm working on
with
Kowal and Knopf's today at 2.
Yes, in fact, the two of them were here or were on the line with us not long ago to talk about that. All right, so talk about this this issue you touched on, the notion that a diverse commission is better and that there have been mistakes in the past because we haven't been.
Well, one example that comes to mind is Pulver Dryer.
Yeah.
I mean, it was venture capitalism. I knew it wouldn't work before they even did it. I did several comments on the blogs for the Inquirer. We would essentially... if it did work, we couldn't burn the pellets in the United States, so we'd be asking foreign countries to burn our feces.
Wow. All right.
Right off the bat, you would say, that's probably not going to work.
Right. All right. So just one example, then, of the perspective that you bring that you're saying is not always represented on the panel. What else motivates you here?
Well, a long time, resident of the area. I've watched the city deteriorate over the years, and the only way we can ever turn it around is with commerce. And it's been several attempts over the years. The Walk Mall, and then we had the mall out here. That's starting to decline, and really they never really get to what's causing it, and that's blight and crime. If they want to bring commerce to the area, they really need to take care of the problems within the city. They did things like put up barriers to block it when people are coming in, but they never addressed the true problems.
How do we do that? Is there something that the commission can do to address that they're not doing now?
Well, yes, it's not code compliance per se. It's really getting people to invest in the neighborhoods and want to improve the neighborhoods. And I happen to be in an area of the town where a lot of it's rental, and in those areas it's real hard to get people to want to invest. I think if you can get people to, put something in the game, that would be the best way to get them.
How do we do that? What's the incentive?
Well, some people say maybe if we allowed people to have tax breaks on their housing if they kept their housing up to code. They're just different ways, but you're really taking me off what a commissioner actually does. And
what do they do?
And that's the budget. They have to work on the budget. And when they have these projects that they pay millions of dollars for, and then the money is never returned to the taxpayers, it's just used in the budget over and over again. It's caused some of the problems. It caused people to move out into the suburbs, the townships.
What do you feel about the priority-based budgeting that we've adopted in the city?
Priority-based budgeting. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. You're taking me down. It's not my area of expertise, budgeting per se. I'm more in the mechanical engineering field, but I've seen like the wood chip furnace is an example.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they put it in, they paid, it was supposed to be $5 million, you know, and then they were supposed to save money on it. They never come back and they never say, well, we made, you know, we saved so much, you know, I'm not even sure it's still in operation.
Okay.
There's never follow-up.
So your priority then would be to follow some of these things through.
Yeah. And there's like the abatements. We give abatements to companies, and then they hire people, which that's fine, but most of the time those people don't live here. I know the Battle Creek school system is trying to give incentives for teachers that come here. And I think if we're giving people, if we're creating the jobs or help creating the jobs with the abatements, then it's not too much to ask for the people to live here because, again, then they have something in the game.
Fair enough. We appreciate the time that you've given us today. Johnny Cash is an at-large commission candidate in the city of Battle Creek. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.